Warning, you are about to enter the BGP suite. No thongs, no boy shorts, no thigh highs, no commandos are permissible. BGP, big girl panties only. So pull up to woman up. And no, please don't leave with your panties in a bunch.
Welcome to BGP. Today we will be discussing, could you date a man who watched you struggle? This topic came about, I was on an audio app where we were having a private discussion with both older and younger women, and we were talking about relationships, failed relationships, and you know how some be in relationships, how they're broke and don't really have anything. And one particular elder, and I'm going to call her elder respectfully, said, baby, as long as you have a pussy, you should never be broke. And so that made me think of this topic, like, could you date someone who watches you struggle? Like, for the men, I'll start with you guys first. Like, is it your responsibility while dating a woman to financially assist a woman if she's struggling? I'll start with you, Ronnie.
Define a financially assist.
She's struggling. She need help. She need gas in her car. Maybe she a car note behind. Maybe she don't have no groceries at the house. Maybe need a bill paid.
Sound like a broke hoe. Is it my responsibility vetting her? I'd say no at first.
Okay.
Because if she can't even take care of the basis of herself, then why am I going to elope with a problem? Because a man that's worth his salt, he starts seeing not just how she carries herself, how she handles her finances and resources, how she deal with adversity. And if she can't handle it by herself, it goes double because she's throwing extra responsibility on me. I'm not saying I can't take care of somebody who I see a future with, but why should I marry a debt too?
Okay.
Not just financial, but other areas.
Okay.
That's my thought.
DS1?
I mean, I did a show saying that black men need to choose better. Stop dating broke women.
Yeah.
If she broke, don't deal with her, even if you broke. Because at the end of the day, she may have the external resources, but you bring the internal. So when we talking about sitting back and watching a woman struggle, women don't have to struggle, they choose to.
Yeah.
The environment is geared for women to go out and get whatever they want in life. So if you're missing or you feel like you're missing something, that's your problem. And as a man, it is not my... And Drake said this. Because I know y'all like Drake. But Drake said this. My job is not to love you. That's you can't make me loving you into a job. Because then what happens is you're telling me that you have nothing to offer me. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times women need help financially because they need help emotionally. You're an erratic spender. You spend all your goddamn money in Applebee's.
Yeah.
Ooh, not Applebee's.
You see what I'm saying?
2 for $20.
Right.
All day.
Yes.
All day. So you cannot then dictate to a man that he has to have a way to stop you from you.
Yeah.
Because that's what that is.
Yeah.
I can't stop you from you. I can't protect you from you. You're your own worst enemy. You're the reason why you're broke. You're the reason why you're unhappy. You're the reason why you're dry.
Ooh, not dry. Ooh,
We'll go there.
Because let's talk about it.
Let's go.
Not with him.
If y'all asking dudes to not sit back and watch you struggle financially, that thing got to be wet.
Yep.
Because we just spoke about this.
right.
What are you offering outside of your SMV? If you want a man with money, what else are you offering besides that throat?
Okay.
So, at the end of the day, Your struggles in life are your own because you're an adult. And you know how I know y'all are adults? Because when a real man, steps up and say, yo, you need to stop eating out. You ain't my daddy.
Ooh.
Yep.
You ain't my boss. Shit, nigga, you ain't even a boss. So then, what do you require of him? Or what is he supposed to do? Save you from you? A man can't do that.
Okay. Adrianne? So, I mean, based on what they're saying, you meet a man, you get to know him, but you going through some struggles financially. Is it on him to step up and say, Adrianne, girl, here?
I don't think so. I think I don't even know why I'm out here dating if I'm struggling financially. I need to get myself together first. I need to get myself together first before I even think about. I don't feel like I'm attractive because I think that's part of being attractive is having your shit together. Yeah. And if I'm struggling financially, why am I dating? My thing, though, in reference to what you said, is if you do find this person attractive in all other aspects, but financially she's just not good at handling her finances, is that something you could deal with? So here I go asking a question on the question. But yeah, just take it to a whole other direction. But no, I would hope that I don't get out there on the dating scene until I got my stuff together. Yeah.
Same question.
I just believe that two adults should be responsible and they should not be dating unless they are responsible. I think I would be with somebody that would support. I wouldn't say so much help. I think it would be suitable to be supported. If I'm doing something, I have a man, he wants to support financially, the word support suffices for me, but not help, because it's like, I don't want to be with anybody that can't even afford gas or the bills. Where's your savings? Where's your credit card? It just goes deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So support is one thing, but helping out, no, y'all need to be at home figuring out how you're going to make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Here we go.
Hold on.
What? Mona.
Yeah, here we go. Because you said, I'm a stickler for words. You said, not help, but support if I'm going through something financial.
Well, let me...
Hold on, sweetie.
Okay.
So help is support then. If he got to give some money out to support you, he's helping you. Am I?
No. Support is you may be on the same level and it might tip a little bit. Let me get you up because you was already there, kind of.
Financially.
No, same thing. But helping is I'm going to give. Like there was never a platform of support in the beginning. I'm going to give. So I feel like you could support somebody in what they're doing. Usually it's something happening that you can pour into. But helping is just giving. And if you got to just give, that's not going to work because who wants to just give all day? Thank you very much.
This going to be good.
Okay, but yeah, you clean that up with the word. You clean that up with the word give. Don't play with me. Okay.
But Mona, come on. Okay, give it to me.
I need clarity.
Give it to me.
We listen.
Same question.
Could I date a man who watches me struggle? Absolutely. Because here's the thing. I was struggling before he came. If he got to pay, save a hoe, then I might be considered a gold digger.
You good?
Am I off?
Yeah.
I'm off. Are you saying I'm off?
Go ahead. I want to hear this. I want to hear this. Yeah, I want to hear this.
I mean, I was struggling before he got with me. So I'm struggling my ass off. And he'd be like, hey, girl, what's your name? And I'd be like, Mona. He'd be like, can I take you out? Yeah, we're dating. We're dating. He may be the man, like she just said, this one Ross just said, that has the mental capability to get me out of my struggle. Some people are here on earth that can help you with your business or with your problems better than they can help themselves. Yeah. But, like Adrianne said, why the hell am I dating if I'm struggling? Because we got to remember how much it takes for a woman to prepare for a date. How long did it take you today, Ms. Neisha Williams, to get all dolled up with your pretty curls and your eyeshadow and your lipstick, and you gotta make sure your nails is polish.
Color. Don't do it.
Don't play with me. You got to get your feet good. You got to lotion up. That costs a lot.
You got to shave.
And you got to shave.
Now we wax, but carry on.
And we go commando. No.
Amen.
But and that's just the physical part of it. But the mental preparation for dating. If I'm going to date a man that I find myself interested in, I don't want to be a mental wreck because I'm struggling.
Yeah.
So that all fits into the equation. So me qualifying a man to date me if he does not assist me out of my bullshit,
Your poor decision.
then I'm not worthy of being a date.
And to support your point, it's like when a man is interested in a woman, when it comes to protection, which most people say that we don't, the root word is prevention. And if she's a very selective listener, if she's on her own thing, I got this, whatever, cool. I'm not gonna watch you struggle, but I'm not gonna struggle to entertain you either.
That part.
So being a broke hoe is your choice.
That means bye.
And I think
That
the
means
problem.
he's squinting.
I think a lot of times, a lot of women who talk this, I'm watching me struggle and all of that type of shit. Is you looking for an emotional tampon?
Straight up.
You looking somebody you can cry to about all your issues because you got to deal with them alone. But that's called being an adult. That's not called being a woman.
Right.
That's called being an adult. You have to deal with your own shit.
Yeah.
And your man is not supposed to be sunblock
Yeah.
for that. That's not my job.
Yeah.
It's not my job to raise you and treat you like a wife.
Right.
Because if you're struggling, that means you're immature in certain areas.
Yep.
When you're a lot of our women, and it's you can look it up.
Yeah.
The majority of the women who make most of the money, you know where it's given to? Bars,
Yep.
Yeah.
Sex toys.
sex toys,
Yeah.
fast food. A lot of black women eat a lot of fast food, and that's where that extra money that they could be saving to help their man. Would you use that word? Support.
Oh, sorry.
All right, I got a bid. But that support is never there because how you think.
Yeah.
And not only how you think about yourself, but how you see your man.
Yeah.
See, a woman that'll sit there and struggle and then think it's your job,
It's crazy.
she looking for a handout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And women got to stop doing that because our job, I'm your man, I'm not your father. And if you want me to be daddy, like y'all like to call us daddy, then do what I say.
That part.
And
There's the problem. There's the problem. Who
You are
talking
not
to?
my daddy. You're not my daddy.
Yeah.
Cool
when
with
it's
it.
convenient for you not to be my daddy.
But
yeah.
when you hear a bunch of I'm daddy then. This is why guys sit back and watch women struggle. Because you playing with him. You're playing games with him. That's what you're doing. And guys are smartening up.
Yeah.
Like, yo, listen, get your shit right. I'll be over here.
But to answer Neisha's question, it's like a lot of women would save themselves some headaches if they stop haggling the price of their husband.
Yes. Yes.
There's far too many that say, I want a partner, when really you just want a prop. That's why you have sneaky links out here. Because you have guys who fit one description, but he's missing the other three. Or worse. So when it comes to you struggling, we take an assessment of how you move, how you think, and we might not say anything like, you've already answered a lot of our questions. So you get the action accordingly. So you see me struggling? Yeah, I see you. And you're choosing this because to do better, you got to be a different woman, which you're most likely afraid to be. And we look at your support system or lack thereof. So your girlfriends,
Market value.
you have the Broke Hoe Society Club.
Yes.
So we vet you on your friends. We vet you on how your family treats you.
Family.
If we see something solid in you, then like, you know what? Try this. Now, we know you're going to get shade from your family when you start rising up and you break generational curses because it's working together. But if, you like, ramen noodles and, tea, so be it. But we give you the opportunity to give that choice.
Okay. So
Breathe.
I like that answer. I mean, I do, and I hear you. So let's say we're dating for 6 months. She hits a rough patch. She loses her job.
Okay.
And it's taken a while for the unemployment to kick in, and she's used all of her savings. So now you see, like, she's like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Speak up, Neisha.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm behind I'm 1 month behind. Okay? We'll just go with the 1 month. I'm using like a COVID example because that's what happened out here for COVID.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So I'm a month behind. I don't know what to do right now. I don't know when it's coming. They're still working on it, whatever. And she comes to you for help. Do you help her? Or do you say, oh, you need to move different. You need to.
If we're talking about 6 months, you got to gauge the level of communication and how it's received.
Okay.
Because by then, we're not looking for instant gratification. That's like over time, we're working on something. If he sees something in you, he's gonna protect you in a way to where I'm investing my time and energy in this person. So I'm not gonna let her fall because she's my problem. Now she's my problem that I need to solve. Then cool, I can X this out.
Have a good life.
Melanie,
Can I answer this?
you can.
Okay, so like I said, I'm a stickler on words. You said now we're dating 6 months. We have not established a monogamous relationship. We're just dating, and dating does not mean that I see you every week, or I talk to you every day, or I see you, on a consistent basis. We're still dating. So 6 months later, I lose my job. I don't even feel comfortable telling this man I lost my job because he's not my date. He's not my man. We have not established a relationship. He's something that he either hitting me or I'm hitting him. So, yeah, that's still not his job.
Okay. So let me reword
my
story. let me edit my scenario. You guys have established you are in a monogamous relationship. You guys have been together for 6 months. Same scenario, it happens. Pandemic happens. And now she's saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. Can you help me? Do you help?
Is she willing to submit to a financial reconstruction plan?
That's a good one. Absolutely.
Because if she's some guidance.
Because she's not, she can go back to the stroke.
Oh, that's actually kind of sexy because it's like,
that's okay.
It's both sides. It's actually both sides. Okay, you've established something, so it's like it's different. It's not like So he's not just giving it to you.
Right.
He's still also offering help at the same time,
and
because still you still should have enough money. I mean, let's be honest.
But she used it. She used her savings, and like I said, I'm using the pandemic scenario because a lot of people used all of their 6 months, 8 months worth of savings because it took that long for them to get assistance because of the shutdown and everything. So that's why I use that one as an example. But if you're offering guidance, in addition to the finances,
that's awesome.
That's a beautiful. I do. I'm like,
because you know what that does.
Yeah.
That takes responsibility away from you,
Yeah.
which is wrong.
Dead wrong.
I'm not your daddy. Okay? You want me to be daddy? Do what I say when I say do it. Now, if I'm your man, you take advice.
Exactly.
You take advice. So meaning, it's going to come with teachings.
Yeah.
It's going to come with, you need to stop doing this. But if your attitude kicks in because you independent, then how he
you don't need a man.
Right.
Then he need to sit back and watch you struggle.
Right.
Because you too independent. You don't need no help. Go read a book.
Okay.
Miss Independent Self-Help. That's what it's called.
Okay.
And absolutely, I love what you said as well, because here's the thing. you don't get to squander your money and then squander your man's money too. So setting that boundary, that is very sexy. And that's going to let you know how responsible and accountable I'm going to be for the things that are set forward. And it lets me know how serious that you are about me.
Exactly.
Well,
exactly.
I
with your
that,
provisions.
I mentioned that because like it's an opportunity to offer my leadership direction and see how you respond to it.
Yes.
And then when you're able to move accordingly, and as a man with principle and purpose, he'll show you, look at your dusty friends now. You see why they hanging around here, because you're on point, because we're working together. Look at these dusty dicks they're messing with.
Seriously, yeah.
Right.
But
And if we're talking about protection, it's not just physical. We're talking about financial, spiritual, social. And we're talking about keeping your name clean in the street, which requires your participation.
Right. Right.
Bingo.
Awesome.
I think also in 6 months, you did a lot of communication. Trust has you're establishing some trust issues, and I think not issues, but trust with one another. So I think the guidance that you you guys are talking about different things, and I think it's a beautiful thing that he offers some guidance and maybe sits down and helps you with a budget and all of that. I think it's a
because here's the thing: what if in 6 months I still don't really like you?
Possible.
You know, so if I don't like you, then I don't want your advice. You're only shit. Don't play with me. He may be only serving one purpose, and that's in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So because we're dating. So like I said. Yeah, I like that answer. I'm sorry.
But I was saying, like, this is why it's important for the vetting process, not just for a man, for a woman.
Absolutely.
Like, where is he leading me to? Can I trust him to keep me out of harm's way? And if harm's way does come, how's he going to respond?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where it comes down to it. It's like, over time, if you say love is a business, you start doing these quarterly reports. Where are we at this part?
Right.
What about semi-annual? Okay, I'm further here. I can trust this guy. I can move forward. There's some things I didn't like, but I now appreciate now. And the part is not just the financial part. Sometimes he has to wean you from your financial curses from the family. Because mama, daddy put some issues in you. It's like, we got to get that out. Friends too.
It's not even just parents.
We ain't forgot about them.
Yeah, friends too.
And I'm zooming in on the fact that you actually had it to give.
Yeah.
So that also should make the woman more like, I need to be, not submit, but I need to literally take his advice. I can, because I actually see that he has it. So it's like,
So, well, hold on. Because here's the thing. We keep on being afraid of this word submit and submission. That only means to be in agreement with what this man brings forth. I agree with you.
Or be willing.
Not that
be willing.
you're a pushover.
Yeah.
Not that he's going to run you. Not that you're going to do something against your will or in harm's way. When he says this, I say, okay, that's submission.
Yeah. Sometimes when a woman sees that she can't trust, that's hard to submit. But the fact that, like I said, he's able to provide, that's a submissive, what's the word? I don't know what the word is for, but a woman should be able to
you can roll with that.
I can roll with that, yeah. Because I see something.
Yeah. Here's my thing. And I'm going to ask y'all ladies a question.
All right.
Could you be with a visionary? All visionaries don't have money.
Facts.
Your billionaires are visionaries. They're not guys who work every day and bring home a check.
Right.
They're not guys who walking around with 100,000 in their account any day, driving Benzes and that is the lifestyle that most black women want. And they're struggling if they don't have it. Nigga, if you don't drive a Benz, I'm struggling. I'm part of the struggle Olympics. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because some guys, and this is why we're not getting married.
Yes.
Because men are not choosing to be visionaries. When we talk about provision, we're not talking about providing tangible things.
Right.
We're talking about ideas.
Yeah.
If you can't listen to your man, why you with him? I don't care how much money he don't have. Because if you're not listening to him, that means you don't like him. Then why you around him? Whether he have money or not. So that's the problem. Dudes that are about something They're going to sit back and watch you struggle because guess what? I got to raise you.
Yep.
And guess how you raise a child? You let them fuck up. Right? You don't go, don't fall, son. He ain't going to know what it is to feel pain as a man. Same thing go for your woman. Keep dealing with disappointment. Maybe you'll come listen now.
Yeah.
I'll be right here. I'm not going to abandon you. I'm going to always be here to provide. To provide. And it don't always have to be money. Most of you women need direction. It ain't the money. You need direction. And y'all think a man got to have money
To direct you.
to direct you. But you listen to the crossing guard.
You just got to sit back and watch. You, like I said on another episode, you just have to sit back and watch to make your own assessment on, can I be led by this man? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He may not have a whole bunch of money, but if you can see that he's strong and his wisdom is actually factual and tangent, like I could see things being moved around. I could definitely, be with that. That's cool.
Well, this is why I scratch my head of like women struggle with the word submit. When you think about men who have to submit to the challenge of putting you in a place where you need to be, or that you've earned.
Exactly.
Like, can you trust that man to like submit to the idea, like nurturing your vision? Sometimes you might be thinking like, I want to be a hairstylist or I want to be this thing. Can he send you to school?
Yeah.
Support the fact that there's sacrifice in those things. It's like putting money in your hand ain't gonna help nothing.
Right.
No.
But money with direction and support on the right
Goes a
place
long way.
makes a big difference.
Which all goes back to trust. And trust is a financial term.
Yeah. Yes, it
All
is.
these black women talking about, we need to have trust funds, but you don't trust the dude you had a baby by.
Know yourself.
So if you don't trust,
You're not ready.
if you can't trust, you cannot build trust. If you cannot build trust, you cannot build a trust.
Right.
Because trustees in a trust fund trust each other.
Facts.
So if I gotta have $1 million for you to trust me, you're a fool.
Facts.
Because guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take all the money out the trust fund. Because you don't trust me.
Right.
You just with me because I'm part of this trust fund. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take everything.
Trust and believe. I'm leaving.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So a lot of, when we talking about sitting back watching women struggle, I mean, if we talking about finances, it goes back to the internal. If you don't trust nobody, nobody should trust you, and nobody should build nothing with you. Period.
All right, well let's flip it
Let's go.
I was just
for the women
Right.
or men too. If you're dating a man, excuse me, let me correct my words. You're in a relationship with a man for a year, and he hit that moment, of not getting to, not closer to his purpose, but kind of falling on hard times. But you see his vision, but right now he don't have it, but you do. Do you watch him struggle, or do you help him get to that next level? Because you got the resources to make it happen.
Interesting.
I'm gonna answer first.
Adrianne first.
I
Let
think-
Adrianne.
okay.
Let Adrianne go.
I think it's
jumped.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it's so much like what Mona said. Where are we? Even in a year's time, sometimes you are really you could be just fucking this dude.
No,
You know?
it's established. You're in a
You're in a
monogamous relationship.
Oh yeah, by all means. By then, I feel like we have built something, and it's, you look out for me, I look out for you. So I would definitely help.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
With no problem.
Sherifah.
For me, this is just me speaking on myself. I'm not going to be with anybody for 6 months just to still try to see. I mean, that's a long time. So if I'm with him for 6 months, that means for me, I can help support him and I can help him out. Now, somebody else, I don't know, but for me, 6 months, we got something. So, yeah.
Mona.
That's my man.
Straight up.
I am a representation of that man. He is a representation of me. If I fall, he falls. If he falls, I fall. And you're not about to be in public seeing us be the struggle couple. Therefore, yes, I will assist him. And you want to know why? Because he was there when it was good. So I'm not going to abandon him when we are temporarily in a bad situation.
Exactly.
Helpmate.
I love the answers, but to the men,
All right.
we like these answers, right?
Let's get it.
So what if they use what you just said earlier? They don't mind helping you get to that next level. They don't mind. They have the resources to make it happen. But at the same time, they want to establish some boundaries, some guidelines, some rules before they make that happen. Would you submit and follow their lead?
In a healthy relationship, you welcome that needed advice. Because we got to use logic and foresight to move on it. We'll vet it out. Okay, makes sense. Let's go. If it's just something random she heard from wherever,
From a newspaper article.
then I'm cool.
From Oprah.
From
Right.
Oprah.
The pastor said.
Right.
And the pastor can
Elder
kiss
such
my
and
ass.
such.
Okay.
Right.
So you know what? I look at a lot of Judge Judy. So tell me, if you do help your man, even if it's a year until you haven't married, is it necessary to get some type of promissory note if there's a big, large amount of money involved?
Oh, this could be good.
That shows the level.
This is gonna be good.
I mean, to me, that shows your trust level.
Yep.
It shows
true.
how much you trust him. If you look at if you basically gotta put stipulations behind giving your man something, he ain't your man.
Right.
Does it matter the amount?
He's your friend because you want something back. See, this is the problem. It goes back to mentality. How do you think? Now, I'm like this. If you are financially sound more than me, and I have to see proof, I have to see proof.
You see the proof. You see the proof.
Then, yeah, we can discuss something. I don't know about rules and all of that, but as far as establishing some paperwork and all of that stuff,
A promissory note.
no, I'm not with that.
that.
No, I'm not.
And it's
I'm not with
notarized. You will
No,
pay me back.
I'm not with that.
DS1 Ross.
I'm not with that. You do that to
Hey,
bums.
Mama Lishey,
You do that to bums.
10,000
I'm
in
loving
1
this.
year.
If you gonna give it, is that what you're saying?
Why else do y'all give it?
Wouldn't
If
it
you
be-
don't want them to have it.
What's that thing that they do when they get married? The
Prenuptial.
Isn't it? I mean,
No, but that's not a
That's
prenuptial
not-
because
that's
you're
not
not
a-
married.
Not
That's what I'm
prenup.
saying.
It's not
I'm
a
saying,
Yeah, that's not
wouldn't it be-
prenuptial.
That's something else.
That's more of what a prenup is. Still a contract, but
Facts.
It's not specifically for one thing. Like
Yeah.
if you're loaning me $100,000 to start my construction business, and you want to guarantee that you get your $100,000 back, guess what you are to me? You're an investor. You're not my woman.
Exactly.
Facts.
Now
True.
get out of here.
True that.
And I'm going to pay you your money back because I do good business, not because you're my woman.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Big
It's
difference.
the right thing to do.
And you mentioned prenup, but a prenup is for marriage.
Exactly.
Marriage.
This is my dude. We're in a monogamous relationship.
For a year.
Help is not giving you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
True.
I'm not giving you something that I cannot afford to lose.
There you
So
go.
if you need 10,000, and that's going to put me in a situation that if we break up, I'm going to be fucked up. You can't get that from me.
That's right. We got to be smart.
I'll give you a part of it, and you need to use your manhood to go out there and get
hustle
the
up the
rest.
rest. Yeah.
Now, as far as marriage is concerned, he fall, we fall.
Yeah.
There's no tally on, oh, I gave you 10,000, you gave me 5,000, you owe me 5,000. It's no, equal tit for tat.
True.
You have to pay me like I paid you because we are here for one another.
Yeah.
Bingo.
And that's why I said that there's 3 types of givers. There's sensible, selfish, and senseless. So when it comes to being selfish, you always basically handcuff people with hospitality. When you're like, well, I did this for you and did that, and the only thing you want them to do is give me space. Now, when it comes to being senseless, there's someone who's whoring out their resources and their time to when they get to the point where they become resentful because they have nothing else to give, especially to themselves. What we aim for is to be sensible. You be able to give from your heart because it's a gift to give, but you got to pay yourself first.
Absolutely.
That's why I say it's important to have a healthy relationship with yourself. So if you don't have a relationship with yourself and it works, everything you hope to have it crumble.
Absolutely.
So
Great.
Well, that was my topic. We are about to do final thoughts for everybody before we close down, and I'm going to start with you, Ronan.
stay away from broke hoes. Beautiful bums and all, and these internet thoughts. But I say, like, when it comes to the finances, the struggling, are you worth saving? That's a question you got to ask yourself first and foremost. That's my thought.
Adrianne?
I think that you shouldn't go into dating if you are already struggling. I think there's some things that you need to work out with yourself and get yourself together, get yourself on point, get your bills taken care of, and then get yourself out there. Because much like Mona said, you can't even really be presentable and be struggling. I mean, if you want to go out and look nice on your date, you have to be able to afford some things. So I think you need to hold off on the dating until you are at least financially in a comfortable position and not expect somebody to help you out of situations like that. I think our system that we have with the county and the welfare and all that has really damaged a lot of the women in thinking that you just go as you are, you know.
Yeah. Sherifah?
Pray before you get in a relationship.
That's your final thought?
That's my final thought.
Oh, okay.
And then when it's all said and done, pray, because it's like, do I need to even be with this person in general?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That way you'll know, and you'll cut the BS.
Mm-hmm.
Pray before you get in a relationship. Pray in all things.
All right. For me, I would say, like Adrianne said, if you know you are not ready for a relationship, don't jump into one. If you know that you are already on the struggle bus, focus on that first. Focus on getting yourself out of that position before you even entertain the thoughts of the dating world, because the dating world is
Trash.
I hate to say garbage, but I mean, I just,
It's trash.
you know, okay, yeah. Rhonda said it. So work dumpster water. Work on you. Get yourself in a better place, a healthy place, and not just financially, but mentally too, because nobody wants to deal with somebody that is broken. And I mean, and not broken just financially, but just all over the place. And it shows. And if you are in that position where you don't know how to keep your money, you don't know how to budget, you don't know how to save your resources so that you're not falling on hard times the way that you do, then you're not ready. You're not ready to be in a position to like share that knowledge with someone else, because you still got to figure out you. So work on you first before you even jump into that. And I think when you do, you won't be having questions like, should I entertain someone who's struggling or who's watching me struggle? Because your focus is no longer on them. Your focus is on getting you out of that sink or swim mentality. That's my thought.
With your broke
Mona.
ass.
My final thought is this. Black men and black women, we are both at the bottom.
Damn right.
According to society. Some of us may have a little bit more money than others. Some of us may be able to live in our places another 6 months if we fall on hard times. I would say we need to treat people as humane as we possibly can. If a man comes up to me and is interested in me, probably sexually first, I can entertain at least being his friend. We need to go back to the times where we were each other's keepers as friends, you know. And if you run across a man that is interested in you, and I'm talking to the ladies, and this can go for the men too, because women will sit and say that they will help their man, but most women will say, I'm not going to help a man that is struggling. I can do bad by myself. So we can sit and lie to ourselves if we want to. I'm saying this, don't be afraid to tell a man, hey, I really dig you. I would really like to get to know you better. I'm struggling like a motherfucker. Don't be afraid to be that transparent, because your struggle may not be as hard of a fix, you know, that you think it is. He merely be like, girl, that ain't shit. Do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like Rhonda said. You know, yeah. Y'all know I lose my train of thought, but just don't shy away from a person, you know, because they're struggling or you're struggling. We might have some mental connections enough to give some sound advice, you know. I'll help you here. We can't be a couple right now because we're supposed to be a power couple when we get together. And right now, both of our powers are fleeting. So, but if I have some experience that I can lend to you and vice versa, then we need to do that. Yes. That's my final thought.
My final thought is, Fellas, stop dealing with pretty throwaways.
Facts.
Yep.
She's pretty,
Paper
but
dolls.
she's a throwaway.
Sexual scratch-offs.
She's like a high point Glock. You just throw it away after you use it.
Yeah.
My thing is,
Ronan. Yeah.
my thing is this though. Any man that's worth his salt, he's not gonna watch you struggle.
That's
True.
Yeah.
He's not. Even before he decides to stop dealing with you, he's gonna pour into you. But the problem is everybody want their bank accounts poured into.
Yep.
And a lot of women gotta realize that's why you lonely. That's why you lonely, because you're a Cash App bot. You're a donation.
Amen.
You're not a woman. You're a donation. You're a charity case.
Sexy super chat.
Oh, you can't. Why would you watch me struggle? You're a charity case. You might need to go on the little Catholic church commercial where they offer you
St. Jude's.
yes,
Charity.
get you a quarter a week and save it.
Yes.
And save it.
Just a penny a day.
You know what I'm saying? Start wrapping up your quarters, roll your quarters up.
Damn.
PovertyPanties.com.
I mean, at the end of the day, my final thought is, I'm gonna just keep it on. If you're not going to take the conversation that comes behind his provision, meaning y'all gonna talk a lot.
Yep.
Y'all gonna sit down and talk. A lot of black women don't like to sit down and talk
Facts.
and have. Well, why did you do this? Oh, why you keep quiet? See, that's why you struggling. That's why you struggling.
Yeah.
That's why you struggling. It's my final thought.
I have one more thing I want to add. At the end of the day, a man that is very interested in you and can see a future in you, you're not going to have to ask him for anything. No. Because he's been watching you.
Yes. Man.
He's been watching you do your day-to-day things. And he's going to be like, girl, go get some groceries.
Right now.
Right now. You ain't had your hair done in 3 months. Go get your goddamn hair done. I'm tired of that stinking ass week. That's what
That's another subject.
men do. And I'm gonna end it like that. But what I'm trying to bring into home is that man he know what he dealing with because he don't want to waste his time. So he got to get up to speed. So he gonna be like, go do this, go do that. You're not gonna really be, I ain't got no money. He already gonna know. You big dummy. I know you ain't got none because you went down there with your girlfriends and ate.
Right.
And like he said, you gonna struggle or I'm gonna bail you out. I'm gonna get you a bologna sandwich or something. You know what I'm saying? But
Take your fine broke ass over there and get this.
Men that want you, they're going to be those protectors and those providers.
All right, y'all. You heard it from everybody here. So this is BGP. If you have any questions or comments regarding this topic, please feel free to place your thoughts in the comments section. Please like, share, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. This is BGP and Sheep Stay Sleep.
TV.
And the Book of Ronan. And we are out. Bye.
Roaches in your Birkin don't work.
Oh, shit.